Hello everyone and welcome to Horizon Zero Dawn, the finale, part 18. 18 sessions of this game. Holy crap. That's partially my fault because I got really granular when I played it. But yeah, we are back. It's time to finish up this game after so long and see how it might lead into Forbidden West, because I have no idea. Not a clue. So yeah, how is everyone doing? Hopefully having a great Sunday. I can see Boo Scary Helicopter, Smash Mat, Rustic McTin, Keyblade Edgemaster, Kobama Pones, Cat Evie, G the Man, Egg Roll, Artista, hello, Just a Guy, 556, hello to all of you. And yes, we're here for the end, the actual end of Horizon Zero Dawn. And who knows, if I finish this up in a decent amount of time, I may even start Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Overclocked. We'll see. I know SMT has, well, at least Persona has very long intros, so I'll find out that first. Either way, Smash Mat, thank you very much for the 100 bits saying frog chants for today are the frogs you can catch via fishing in Animal Crossing. They are found in ponds during the day from May to August and sell for 120 bells, which I have to say is pretty messed up if you happen to have frog neighbors in your village. Yeah, that is a little odd. Hello Ryan, how's it going? Wootmaster just woke up, so pretty good day so far. I'd say so. Got to sleep. Well, for me it'd be sleeping. It's a little after 1. Alright, what are we in for in here?
All of my interactions with
I'm sorry, Cat, you've got your bed sheets.
and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first.
Aww.
I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the Daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
Aww.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again.
It's kind of handy.
Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
But also really, really rough. Tormax, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Feels like it's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? Alright, let's talk to Cyan. Oh, New Age finished Neo, The World Ends With You today. It was pretty good. Lit music. Never played the original, but watched the anime, and that gave the impression Neo didn't have as good of a story. Lots of story felt like padding, and it felt like there wasn't as good of stakes as the original. Nor did I get invested in the characters. That's fair. I mean, I haven't played Neo myself, so I can't speak to that.
Hello,
but we'll see.
Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Oh, hello.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone.
It sounds like hell.
It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
Egg Roll, thank you very much for the 300 bits. Saying, cheering 100 bits for the temperature here with wind chill. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Had to go grocery shopping and was freezing the moment I stepped out of the car. Oh, that is brutal.
This firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems.
They kept you busy at least.
Destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility. I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
Holy
we
crap.
Got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the Daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
The heck?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Oh.
Undoubtedly.
Well, there's some setup for Forbidden West.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherish in Aurea as well.
Huh. So Hephaestus makes the robots, and in Forbidden West, if we take out Hephaestus fully, that might be the end of the series, unless we're taking down all the other programs that go haywire as well. Who knows?
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobeck identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobeck's team.
That sounds about right.
It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy.
Thank you for the summary.
This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression.
Oh, we keep breaking his
He's simply
stuff.
trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal.
I doubt you'd be able to have all these questions if we hadn't got to this point in the story.
Walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by
Wow, we're actually
flowers.
getting details on a lot of the stuff that we've been
There's poem
finding.
embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see
Hey,
my
Brian
pilot
FD.
face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace.
Wonder which one that would be.
Poems.
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group.
Cyan just couldn't get with her creator's ships.
Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Oh my gosh. Oh, cool. Yeah, boy, Ted Faro.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes.
Kind of like
It
we're
was
just getting like
converted to
lore
serve
drop.
as a
Like, here's where it's going.
power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party.
I bet all this stuff is available to talk to her about from doing it in this game otherwise. Like, I wonder if she has more things to say if I actually beat the game.
There's a ruin east of here full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project.
He's dead now.
He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
No kidding.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies
One
to
sec,
apply
homecoming
limits
hero.
on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
So, I have not picked up God of Roboto yet. Homecoming Hero. So yeah, I don't have that one. It is on my list of games to cover eventually. I just don't have it yet. But but hopefully you're home safe in the snowstorm and not out in your car. I hope. Because geez.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
Of course.
Benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Oh, he haven't left the house in 3 days.
His
Okay, that's good.
corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
And then he destroyed it.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Sobek,
Hopefully you have enough food, homecoming hero.
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
All right,
What was
one
the overall
last
plot?
question.
The way it used to be.
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
Have enough oven pizzas to wait this out. Hopefully you don't get sick of them. Get some variety in there. And yeah, Cat Evie, I hope you're all right as well. I think you've been on medical leave. Ah, it's the
What
boot.
kind of upheaval caused
That's
such
what it's all
loss of
about.
life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the
Oh,
Earth.
that's on point.
There wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth.
Yes, billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population,
Damn you, NFTs!
until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes, these crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one
Ah,
of
you gotta
dozens of
work
ecological
with the boot?
restoration
Ugh,
and
that's awful.
disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Yeah, Pharaoh got a little dumb. Alright, that's everything.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Aurea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
If the Banuk can be very dumb at times. Let's take it gently. Let's ease them into this, I think.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
Yep.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
So yeah.
Check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Cyan, I spoke with Anita, with Dr.
Oh, the last thing she did with Kenny Chow.
I need to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
New Age nub. Lie to them about their religion and keep them in check. Derek is obviously a law representative in SMT. We can't have more chaos.
No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone.
That's kind of scary, honestly.
First.
Dr. Chow,
And that's the hard option in this case.
I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the
Lawful
fear,
good.
it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes.
Brutal.
Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
Missed a lot of the text data points around the world and the glyphs. But oh well. I got some stuff. Also, Last of Gloucester, welcome! Obscure Helicopter. Remember how it took months to finish Persona 3 only for Derek to get his ass handed to him by Nyx? Yeah, that was fun. Frickin' Nyx. If it wasn't for a stream, I would definitely have tried it on my own time, but no. We are seeing the end. Oh yeah, Persona 5 Strikers is the free game this month. That's awesome for people. Also, hi Belle. Derek remains lawful good until tragedy strikes and he's pure chaotic evil. Yep, that sounds about right. How you doing, Aratok?
Chieftain,
Just, Aloy,
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Yeah, it tends to suck.
But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find even for a moment the spark of life.
Aw, Belle, thanks to the host.
Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand.
Yeah, I didn't know to equip that
Something else,
accessory to
isn't
block
there?
charm,
I
Mito.
can't stay here.
Would have been useful.
And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, we'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The Daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Yeah, we're not taking on the Fire Claws.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life, aberrant life, transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
Oh, that is totally set up
Whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus
for
was
Frozen,
Forbidden
Forbidden West.
Cut silence? Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend a courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion's concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
I so hope Silence is back for Forbidden West. So yeah. 5 Fire Claws. God no. God no am I doing that. Maybe in my own time, but not as part of that. That sounds awful. Homecoming Hero, another highlighted message saying, your One Piece series is so exciting, but I'm also super hyped for the Metroidvania content. My best friend who moved out of state gets super busy with life, loves Metroidvanias, and Ratchet & Clank is his favorite series after Zelda and Pokemon. So your content is like a piece of my best friend between his visits. Oh, that's so nice. The reward is worth it? I mean, who knows? Extraordinary Blue Gleam, a lot of XP, and Extraordinary War box, so no, probably not. Alright. We are far, far over leveled for this. Let's go take on the Looming Shadow. And bring an end to Horizon. Crazy, right? Oh, if you want to... Yeah, I mean, I could take on the Fire Claws, but it doesn't seem worth it to me. It's just cleanup type thing, so we're gonna move on and end this. Man, it's a lot hotter down here. All right. I think I got everything.
Take a look at these wares.
Set. Whoop, I went the wrong direction. Whoops. There we are. Oh, I went the long way. Whoops. Now I'm just looking silly.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Oh my god, why am I getting lost?
Is it English? And the card in shadow.
There we are. Now we're on the right path. And it just needed to go right at that point. Go figure.
Roland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
There's a few things unfinished, but we're fine. Let's do it. Let's finish Horizon Zero Dawn. It's weird to see her without any of the gear.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost? After you lost your family. Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
All allies joined.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad waits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Face of extinction. Alright, let's take on Hades.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Oh, geez. Well, that's raising the stakes. Kev, thank you very much for the follow. Freaking warbots.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Well, this is gonna be rough. Probably should go fight him.
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Rematch with Helus. Gotta love how it's like a full-on action movie now.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
Why do you fight?
Ooh, I want that gun.
He's too dangerous and close.
Oh wait, that's Helus.
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Holy
Let him
crap!
get close.
Holy crap, Helus! It's the former king's brother.
You won't survive this.
You have fixed it long enough.
Should have fought me in the Sun Ring then.
Accept it. Accept your weakness. Only empty night awaits you.
Yeah, I need those bullets. Thank you. Nope, get down, Aloy.
Must run red to be cleansed.
I was gonna say that thing should be blowing up soon. My God. What is he made of?
The end is inevitable.
If the Death Bringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Oh, hello.
Keep him away.
How I wanted. Say hello to my new toy.
Bridge can't take much more of this.
God, I love this gun.
It's giving way.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down.
Flame War. Got him.
Possible.
Set him on fire.
I'm chosen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be heedless. You made it happen. You followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Turn your face to the sun.
She did it. Honestly, wasn't sure if she would like, even the hard option kills him. That was a pretty weak stab, though, I'll be honest. And yeah, I made sure to kill the minion. Ooh, what do we got from him? You know, that resist fire weave did not help him much.
Already.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and... disassemble my blues. That should be enough, actually. Just in case. There's some health potions. That's what I was looking for. Ancient charms to sell. And yeah, that makes sense. Sure. He didn't stop, drop, and roll. Well, he stopped. He dropped, and then I rolled him.
This'll help.
That'll definitely help. Alright, heal us down. Now for the machines in Hades. Finally got revenge for Rost.
Where do you need me?
There we go. Cool, this thing has infinite ammo.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Get out of here. Ooh, sent that barrel flying. Oh, that's a lot.
Gotta drop it and move.
Chicken. I love this gun. Oh, my cover is disappearing. Come on, die. Got the other side to take out. Oh dear. Hi, fellas. Okay.
Catch your breath and prepare.
Let's get that. That. Okay. Well, this is an exciting end. Holy crap.
Raise arms again! West!
Ah, crap, crap, crap. Where's my gun? Hey, jerk! Thank God for this armor. And this gun. Can you imagine having to fight all these things the way we typically do? Oh, cool, birds. I love fighting birds. Oh, God. By the way, it sounds not too loud, is it? I need to look while I ask that. Shoo! Shoo! Bye, birdie. Bye-bye, birdie. They do a good job of making you feel overwhelmed. need to get rid of that Deathbringer.
It's taking a shot at me.
Man, I feel like I haven't hit it at all. Oh, because there's 2 Deathbringers now. Sweet. Sound is perfect. Awesome.
It's taking a shot at me.
Oh, chicken. Oh, God. You know what? Thank God there aren't any bears. If we had the bears here as well and the wolves, God, that would suck. It does feel like you're in an actual war. This is a great finale. That's a Stormbird. They have Stormbirds on their sides. Ow. And that's electrified and I can't use it. Crap. Oh, this thing's gonna be annoying. Die, please. Hey. Sweet, he bounced. Thank God for this armor. Saging, Raging, what difficulty level am I playing on? Normal. I typically play normal when I first play a game. I just feel like that's the best way to do it. Because this is what the developers intend. Granted, I'm over leveled because I've gone through Frozen Wilds, but, you know, and done everything. Well, we get to feel like what it was like in the old days after fighting a lot of these things. What the heck is it carrying?
Aloy.
Of course it's Teb.
Aloy! Teb? My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Oof. Well, this is horrific. Good God.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls for you.
I know.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true side, Shadow Demon.
Yeah, I'm still gonna help because these guys are a pain.
Viridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
Alright, let's keep going. By the way, how much is on fire of the city? Okay, it's just the outside walls. The city itself isn't burning, just everybody was living outside, so... poor suburbs. Heads.
My strength is not yet spent. I earned it by ice and snow. I will answer your challenge.
Yeah, I'm not leaving friends behind. I'm sorry.
Turns away from a challenge. Rest now, Crescent.
Lukey came. I'm mainly looking for potions, because I feel like those will be really helpful come to the actual boss fight. They can handle themselves, probably, but it feels wrong to just rush past them, you know?
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Ah, crap. Oh, crap. Well, they certainly seem to make this look apocalyptic. Just a taste of what it was like to fight these things in humanity. Oh god, and they're already withering things. Oh god, we're seeing how it all happened. Oh, Pharaoh, you asshole. The good shot. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the finale of Horizon Zero Dawn.
You've gotten through the defenses. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Alright.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
I don't think Aloy's ever held back. What is this final boss fight with Pharaoh gonna, not Pharaoh, but Hades is gonna be like?
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
I like that these are our final three people helping us out. Alright. Let's go. Plot twist, she's been holding back this entire time. Yeah. Unleashes power like Samus at the end of Dread.
Arrival of entity has been anticipated. entity.
So that's Hades.
Halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
See things to override it. Oh, that's a big one. We're fighting Metal Gear. Alright, that's not dying. Oh, that's a gun.
Execute.
The big one wants a duel. I can't back down now.
Come on, show off those legs. Please show off the legs, because dear God, I'm not doing damage otherwise. Screw it. Fight that thing. Oh, now you show it off. Anything. Cool, that does nothing. Weak to fire.
Don't let them overrun us.
Where'd you? Oh God! Hello. Ow! That hurt. Please die. Good God. Ow.
Time enough to beat the machines back.
Last one down. For now.
That one's down.
Slain. Our arrows were true.
Eventually, one of those things will get knocked off. Not wasting time with melee. We're just going straight for the arrows again. There we go. That one's down.
All of you, focus on the new machines.
Ow. Ow.
prioritize entity.
Don't let them mob you, Aloy.
Got it.
It's almost like they're mobs. There's that one. There we go. Got it.
Deathbringer falls. The battle is ours.
Get out of here. Supposed to be triumphant, and you're ruining it.
Metal children have fallen.
We killed their kids. Beautiful. Because I don't know what's coming up.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Let's get rid of Hades. Well, this feels familiar. Oh, dear God. Oh, hey, Gaia. Oh, no, that's Elizabeth.
Master Override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Whew. What an end. So that's why she was the system threat, because she was Elizabeth. She was literally the only one that could shut it down. Thank you, random guard. Full on cinematic too, since she's not wearing her armor. I just realized that.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV, so the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6.
Wow.
My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You
Is that
often
her?
tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child,
Wow,
Elizabeth,
she did find a body.
what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
Alright, that's tear-inducing. Sorry, as a parent, that hits a little harder.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
And there we go. I assume this is going to be the credit sequence. Man, what a game. Can you believe this is from the same people who did Killzone? Oh my god. Incredible world they designed. Incredibly realistic take on the how the world got to this point, despite the fact that we have these things. But everything, the fact that everything was explained, everything had a reason. I love stories like that. Love it when they do that. And this is probably one of the best examples of that. Gameplay itself, great, fun stuff. Taking on the machines was always was a lot of fun. Getting those new abilities and being able to just expand upon it. If a bit samey. The thing is, this is to me the high water mark of this style of open world. I can see why Ash had a hard time deciding between this and Breath of the Wild for his Game of the Year in 2017. Because this is the best of the old with a fantastic story, while Breath of the Wild feels like the beginning of the new and a lot more potential, even though its story is lacking. Okay, Artista. Kenny went back to Cyan so her data could be used to build Gaia. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good bit of detail there. And yeah, we do have our sequel bait thanks to Frozen Wilds, which is basically, hey, it wasn't just Hades who woke up. There's other systems out there that have broken off thanks to Gaia's, whatever the thing that happened 17 years ago. So we'll potentially be taking on Hephaestus in Forbidden West. And I think that's going to be the interesting thing. this was made around the same time as Breath of the Wild. To see how what lessons they take from Breath of the Wild while expanding on what they already did well, Forbidden West does have the potential to be even better gameplay-wise. I have no idea if they can match it story-wise. Not a clue if they can match it story-wise. This feels like a hard game to top, a hard story to top as far as sequels go. Maybe they'll do it. We'll find out in a few months. But it's interesting to say the least, and I had a great time with it. I am glad I finally was able to sit down and do this. I know Amy's wanted me to play this game for a very, very long time. So yeah. I'm sure we'll see more atrocities of Ted Faro. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. And that's the other nice part, is that Forbidden West is going to be releasing separately from Breath of the Wild this time around. So that's definitely good. But yeah. For a little bit, at least on Saturdays, this will be the last of my chosen games. Now that said, we will be integrating others throughout the requests we've gotten, just to change things up and maybe flesh some things out, or good points to put them in. So I'm going to take a look at. I'll be taking a look at that. To see where we can sort of have breaks that make sense and get that through. But yeah, should be interesting there. Also, hi, Sea Wing Xian. Happy New Year to you too, and yeah, welcome to the end of the whole thing. Great finale, really felt like a war, and I appreciated that. Yeah, and I really hope all of you had fun as well. Thanks for sticking with me, because I did get a little too granular in the beginning. I just played how I typically would, and that's not as always entertaining. So I do apologize for the slowness of the initial parts, because as we saw, the game just keeps loading content after content after content, making this much, much longer than I ever expected. Plus, we had the breaks in between that kind of delayed it. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I can absolutely see why Artista. Got an emote out of it at least. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That emote, I think, is pretty it's pretty appropriate for me, honestly. Hex and Hell says, I've been looking for the whole gameplay because of work, but I can say it was really fun. So thank you for that. I was worried at a certain point. It's like, man, I'm just taking too long on this. I gotta just get a move on. It'll stay until you beat the sequel, I'm sure. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna get an early copy, and I don't know who's gonna review it between me and Ash. Probably Ash, if I had to guess, though I might have more time than him, so I might get it. I don't know. It depends on what else is being released around that time. Sonic Joe's betting I'll finish Ratchet & Clank franchise by mid to late February or around it. Yeah, it sounds about right. 2 more sessions of Ratchet & Clank 2016 and likely 4 or 5 sessions of Rift Apart. Yeah, that's fitting. When was this thing? The gift. The gift emote that goes along with me and Amy. So, let's take a look to the future while we're waiting for these credits to go through. Because, actually, is anybody here familiar with Devil Survivor 2? How is... how long does the game take to get to a save point? Because that's the only thing I'm afraid of. Is we'll start it, maybe get an hour or so in, and be like, oh, there's no save point for a while or some such. I don't know. Not too long, Shadow Mwape? Okay. And Rusty McTin. That is good. That is definitely good. Alright. Let's take a look at my About page. My schedule page. And, you know, I have these other games that are on Tuesdays. You know, we have, you know, I obviously already said that I'm going to be delaying Yakuza 0. We have Pokemon Black and White. We have Danganronpa 2, Gravity Rush 2, Fire Emblem, and so forth. So, Fumi is best girl, Jason Rock says. I guess we'll find out. So, I'll say this right now. I think after Devil Survivor 2, I'm going to be doing Pokemon. Just to get that slotted in. Since we don't have Shin Megami Tensei back to back. And then we got something a little tricky here because 556 requested Danganronpa V3. And I'm going to assume that I kind of need to know the context of Danganronpa 2 and Ultra Despair Girls before getting to V3. So 556, because of that, I might be moving yours around compared to everything else, just so we can get those Danganronpa games in before getting to V3. So you'll still get it, plus more Danganronpa, which I always plan to do, to be honest. But it's going to be after everybody else. So, for example, when we would be doing your request, we'll be doing, I'll do Danganronpa 2 instead. And then I'll do, you know, Devil Survivor and probably Bowser's Inside Story, and then slot in the others. And see how this all goes. But yeah, 556, yours is going to be getting delayed quite a bit until we can reach V3, but it will be coming. And hey, there's Frozen Wilds credits. As for Saturday, looking at what I currently have, like, let me see how long to beat Gravity Rush 2 is, because that's the only one I would slot in. I think might be short, but I can slot in. Gravity Rush 2, 20 hours. So it's on that cusp, but I'll still save it for a bit before I put it on a Saturday. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, I've never streamed Danganronpa 2, but I did do that game club with at Game Explain, which is why I'm not going to be replaying the original. It's a thing. It's a visual novel. It's not going to really be changing much, so you won't have the surprises or anything like that are kind of key. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with a lot of other Danganronpa playthroughs. Might be good to. VOD was Josh Keaton. See, I always know Josh Keaton because of he was Spectacular Spider-Man. But there are YouTube playthroughs. I mean, Game Grumps are slow, but they are kind of fun with their playthrough of Danganronpa. But I'm sure there's plenty of others out there. But yeah, we'll just continue on through Saturday. I'll figure out a time to slot in Danganronpa 2, not Danganronpa 2, but Gravity Rush 2, and just get through my list and see how we do. 556 sent a Monokuma plush for Kai. He wouldn't know any different. Amy would hate it. Alright. Let's go ahead and skip through these credits. Because there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of actors, but yeah. Let's see our post-credits. was gonna say, maybe we should fully destroy that thing instead of leaving it behind. I silence.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss.
Oh, hello,
So much
sequel bait.
never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Oh, God. Silence, true villain? Alright, that's a good hook. That is a good hook for Forbidden West. Alright. It really is Wild Wild West. Is Aloy Will Smith? No, that's Silence. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of an Earth reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow prior to the final battle for the Meridian. You keep all loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills you have accumulated throughout this playthrough. A New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. To play this mode, simply choose the New Game Plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game. Thanks for playing. So there we go. Not too surprising. This is the stuff Amy hates. As far as, it's like, I want to explore the world now he's done. But honestly, that would just involve a lot of burned villages here. So yeah, all that remains for me to explore, honestly, is this. The stuff in Frozen Wilds. So there we go. So, Protodad, what's happening? I just finished Horizon Zero Dawn, and I think at this point you're gonna have to give me about 10 minutes-ish to get set up. We're gonna begin Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Overclocked. So, yeah. Does anything change with Rost? Actually, you know what? That's a very good point. That's a good way to end it, Luma West. Let's visit Rost and let's visit what's her name? Cyan. We'll do that and then we'll call this an end. That should give us roughly an hour to begin Devil Survivor 2, which thankfully is not as long as Persona 3.
So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost.
Where's his grave at again?
For me here anymore.
Always have a heck of a time finding his grave, I swear. Says completed, but we'll see. Outside the gate. Slide through the door. There it is, of course.
I should be going. I'll try to come back soon.
Okay, so since this takes place before, that's it. Nothing new there. In that case, let's go to... Huh, that's interesting. Oh, there's Cyan. And yes, playing on PS5, Protodad. And yeah, I think because the only thing I was worried about with Shin Megami Tensei was a very long intro before we could get to a save point. I'm being told that that's not the case with Devil Survivor 2. Which will be interesting because it's a strategy game. Oh, got it on PC for the Steam sale. Definitely play it. It's tons of fun. Good stuff.
I'm back, Cyan. How are things going with the Banuk?
I have been learning about the Banuk cosmology from the shamans. Their aptitude for geometry and mathematics is quite encouraging.
Nope, that's it.
Time
Farewell
for me to head
indeed.
out, Cyan.
Farewell
I
indeed.
look forward to speaking with you again, Aloy.
All right. With that, that is the end of Horizon. So, give me about 10-ish minutes, maybe less. I'll be right back, and we'll begin Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Overclocked. Till then, everyone, see you soon. Bye.